Suppose a car merges into freeway traffic on a 200-meter long ramp. If its initial velocity is 10 meters per second and it accelerates at 2 meters per second squared, how long does it take to travel the 200 meters up the ramp? So let's start with initial velocity. Velocity versus time graph. We in meter per second. T is in seconds. So 10 meters per second and it accelerates. So starting with 10, and when it accelerates, it goes to a bit higher velocity. Let's call it V final. And this happens within some seconds, which we don't know. I call this one as T. So initial point, final point. We need to now connect these 2 points. Okay, so this is velocity versus time graph based on the given information, but so far I just used 10 meters per second only. How about 200 meters? How about 2 meters per second squared? To use 200 meters is calculating the area under velocity versus time graph. We would give us this displacement. So that's delta x is the area under this geometry. So we can separate this into two pieces, like one is like rectangle part, another is triangle part. Rectangle part is something like this. The base is t, the height is 10 meters per second, and triangle part is something like that. Again, this base is t, and the difference here, which is the height, v final minus 10. So v final minus 10. Now, when we do this area calculation, area of this geometry and area of this geometry, we should get 200 meters because the ramp is 200 meters. So let's write 200 meters here. So area of the first part is 10 times t, which I am going to also drop the unit here, plus 1/2 v final minus 10 in parentheses times t. But we'll come back to this now. There are two unknowns. V final is unknown, t is unknown. Another thing we could do on v versus t, rather than calculating area under the line, calculating the slope of the line. Slope of the line should give us acceleration. Acceleration, that means rise over ramp. Rise is v final minus 10. And run is from 0 to t, either delta t or just t minus 0 or t. The final answer should match the given acceleration, 2 meters per second squared. From here, we drop the units as well. So we write as v final minus 10 is 2 times t. So that means next time, whenever I see v final minus 10, I can use 2 times t. So I see the same term here. So I'm going to rewrite this with this given information. Let's do small separation here. 200 equal 10 times t, 1/2, not v final minus 10 because I see that it is 2 times t, 2 t. There is another t here. So 2 cancels 2. I have now t squared on one side and 10 times t, so I'm going to also not pay attention to significant figures here, and 200. So we can also rewrite this as t squared plus 10t minus 200 is 0. So this is a quadratic equation to solve. And this quadratic equation in the following form: a t squared b t plus c equals 0. And the solution is t1 and 2 equal minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2 times a. If we now plug in the numbers, 1 for a, 10 for b, minus 200 for c. So this should give us so minus 10. Let's first go with the plus form, plus square root of b squared, b is 10, 10 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 200 minus 200. So I need to put it in parentheses like that, and this one is the closing divide by 2, but we have to put everything in parentheses like this. So divide by 2 is 10. Our answer is 10 seconds. If we could use minus rather than plus, we just have to change this sign to minus. If you do that, we have now minus 20. We have to drop this because we were solving for time. So we use the graphing method. Alternatively, we could use the equations, those given equations. Let's v final square the initial square plus 2a delta x. Now we are going to solve for v final. So v final square root of initial was 10 meters per second, 10 meters per second squared plus 2 times acceleration is 2 meters per second squared delta x 200 meter ramp, so 200 meters. Ten squared plus 2 times 2 and 200 is 30 meters per second. That's the final. So it starts with 10 meters per second and then goes up to 30 meters per second. Still, we have to go one more step. How long does it take? That means we need to, this was time independent kinematic equation. Now we have to use the time dependent form of the same equation. We final with the arrow sign, direction methods here. V initial with the arrow sign plus a times t, as shown here. A times t. Since we now know the final 30 meters per second, initial is 10 meters per second, then acceleration is 2 meters per second squared, and the t is the only unknown here. After rearranging, 30 minus 10 is 20, divide everywhere by 2, so that gives us 10 seconds. Sometimes graphing methods might be easier than using the equations, sometimes directly using the equations. In this case, equations turned out to be the easiest one.